Hello, beloved souls. Welcome to a commentary channel. My name is Jem, psychic medium, author of over 20 books available from Amazon, channeler, truth seeker. And this video, am I being watched for speaking out about reptilians, the elite, and hidden agendas? A spiritual commentary. Are those of us who speak out about reptilian overlords, about global manipulation, about the hidden hands behind world events being watched? I'm Jem Amberstone. In 2003, I began channeling what would later become my book, Seeing the Spirituality Behind the Negativity, a menu for the game of life. A spiritual download, years ahead of its time. I wrote about reptilians long before they were trending topics on the internet. I spoke about the elite, about soul contracts, and about spiritual manipulation in realms most people never dare look into. I spoke about conspiracies. I've spoke about life. And here I am now, over 2 decades later, still asking, is it safe to tell the truth? Part 1. Channeling the Unseen. When I wrote my book, I didn't invent ideas. I received them through channeling, downloads that came with such speed and clarity, they felt destined. I wrote about archons, reptilians, the spiritual game that traps souls in cycles of fear and distraction. I wasn't alone. Think of David Icke, who was ridiculed in the 90s but kept speaking his truth. Now people are finally listening. Even when I felt isolated, laughed at by some in my own family, I've stood my truth. And now I see others beginning to awaken to what I've known for years, for decades. Part 2. Speaking out and the price of truth. Here's the question. Does speaking out about these things put a target on your back? I've had strange things happen. Emails go missing. 2 separate EMF detectors lighting up in my home pointed at me. Why? I don't have all the answers, but I do know this. When you challenge the narrative, especially the one pushed by the elite, you often become a blip on the radar. Call it surveillance. Call it spiritual interference. Call it energy disruption. But many truth seekers feel it. Part 3. A pattern among truth tellers. History shows us that whistleblowers, mystics, and spiritual revolutionaries are often attacked, not always physically, but energetically, emotionally, or by reputation. Many who channel higher knowledge or expose hidden structures report constant fatigue or energetic drain, random tech glitches, EMF spikes, health anomalies, gaslighting from authorities, or even loved ones. It's as if something wants us to stop talking, to stop remembering. But I won't. And if you're watching this, maybe you won't either. You won't either. Part 4. Apparently, my book was ahead of its time. Seeing the spirituality behind the negativity isn't just a book. It's a transmission. I was guided to create it in a time when few would understand. That's why publishers wanted it, but only if I paid them. The truth is, mainstream publishing is often controlled by the very systems my book exposes. They don't want to uplift messages that break the illusions. I was not censored, not by force, but by lack of access. So, part 5, what can we do? We shine anyway. We speak anyway. We write anyway. YouTube may not promote videos like this. The algorithms may bury it. But we know energy finds energy. So, if you've ever been laughed at for speaking about reptilians, EMFs, soul contracts, or the elite, or the game being an illusion, or any conspiracy, know this: you are not alone. You are part of a quiet army of light. And we're waking up, not with weapons, but with remembrance. I asked if I was being watched. Maybe I am. But they're watching because my voice matters, because my message matters, because I was right long before they were ready to hear it. So I've been told not to stop, to channel, write, and speak, and let the truth ripple through time. I am very passionate about my book. And please know that I am a widow on a pension. I don't have money to market these books, and it is true. For years, I've been contacted by publishers about my book, Seeing the Spirituality Behind the Negativity, a menu for a game of life, but they wanted money from me to publish it. And every time they said, this book's unique. We've never read anything like it. And yet I get comments about people who talk about other authors, other intuitives who also go unheard. My answer to that is there's hundreds of us who go unheard. Maybe when I die, maybe then my books might be read, and maybe then they might have said, we should have read this earlier. We should have listened. I don't want to let you know, I'm not trying to convert you. I don't have all the answers, but what I have resonates. And if you judge the fruit, it comes from the place of divine love. And that's good enough for me. Please take care of each other and yourselves. Love, light, and blessings. Good night. I've made lots of videos. I'm done.